Welcome to a new fragrance review. Today I'm gonna show you my 11 business scent. So my collection is actually split in three, maybe four actually. So there's fragrance that I keep more for collecting and fragrance that I have in my collection, but I bought them and they're not like so much more of a collecting part that we wear once in a while. Like collecting our fragrance that I wanted for the history of the fragrance or whatever, or I wanted to have it because it was part of a set. A good example is a Jeffrey Bean fragrance that I have like two of the three that exist, that they're together because I like the brand and I just wanted to have them, and they are there for that reason. And there's the two other category are my business scent and my casual scent, which basically are the fragrance that I usually use in my rotation and don't always go with the same fragrance all 11 all the same time. They're in order of seasonality in a way, and it's the order I'm going to show you today. So I'm going to have another video with the casual fragrance. Now it's going to be the business fragrance that I actually wear as an everyday fragrance and that I usually wear in the days that I'm working, or if I just feel like wearing them. So the first one, actually it's a bit weird. So the first one, there's a couple fragrance. It used to be Acqua di Parma Colonia, which is a great, amazing scent. Really nice, really natural. But I got a bunch of fragrance that kind of fit the space that it would fit. Now I'm going to show you something that you might disagree, but Dracar Noir, for me, it fits in the same role as Colonia Essenza by Acqua di Parma. Not the same kind of fragrance, but it fits for the same role. Nice, summery fragrance, natural, with a bunch of like aromatic, woody notes. Also, there's Aqua Brava by Puig, which is an eau de cologne, really old school, really aromatic, kind of fit in that category. And then I've got two samples, Sicilian Leather by Memo and Polo Earth by Ralph Lauren. All these for me are a nice, clean, summery fragrance that's a bit formal. I know some people will disagree with Dracar Noir, but I don't think it's really powerful, or at least not enough to prevent me from wearing it in summer. I've got another fragrance that's really a summery fragrance. For me, it's maybe a bit weak. Also, Dracar Noir, I think the hotter it is outside, the better it smells. There's some soap and lemon note inside of it that disappear more easily with the heat. And the nicest notes are really present when it's hot. Now, when I'm gonna all of these, that will be empty. The only bottle that I plan to buy again, it's Dracar Noir. Next fragrance on the list, it's Giorgio Beverly Hills for Men. Amazing scent, a bit synthetic, but really great. There's patchouli, there's spices. It's really spicy. A lot of patchouli, a lot of oak moss. It's nice, it's masculine. It's really great in spring and summer. Wonderful scent. Probably one of the first fragrance that I take in my hot days rotation that I start to wear. Next one is Furio by Jacques Bogart. Another great fragrance. Still a lot of oak moss and there's a lot of rose in this fragrance. There's more like geranium actually than rose. Really great. And there's a bit of a civet inside of it. It's nice, floral, animalic, really great in spring because it's kind of the time to wear floral fragrance. But in summer, it become more woody. The rose, geranium inside of it is dissipating more easily and it become more woody, mossy, animalic. It's still a great scent that I love to wear from spring to summer. Might wear it in fall, but usually it's spring, summer. Then other spring, summer fragrance that this one I would wear it in fall also is Vetiver Extreme by Guerlain, and some people will disagree with me that it's a fragrance for when it's colder, but I think it's really great. It's rooty, smoky, intensity. There's some licorice in it. It's great fragrance. Now I think it's discontinued, so if I ever go through the bottle, I'll probably buy Vetiver by Guerlain, the other fragrance that's like the original one. Now to finish with summer, the last fragrance in the hotter month is Corum by Prig. Prig is a really great underrated brand for cheap fragrance. This fragrance is amazing. It's the only fragrance I've got a backup bottle, but it's nice. It's woody. I would wear it from early spring to maybe mid-fall. Yeah, should wear it again before it's too cold for it. I've got another fragrance to replace that scent profile for winter. It's really great. Smells like oak moss, tobacco, leather, pine. There's a lot of pine in this fragrance. It's really amazing. One of my favorite fragrance. And actually all my top 5 fragrance are in my business set. Now we're going to go more toward fall and winter, and I'm going to show you my king of fall fragrance, also one of my favorite fragrance, Yatagan by Caron. There's pine, oak moss, and castoreum. Amazing woody animalic fragrance, as you can imagine. Now from what I've showed you, woody and animalic fragrance are my favorite type of fragrance. And lighter fragrance, but leather is a bit more for winter. Great scent. It's really badass scent, the scent of a warrior. It's really amazing. I had a chance to smell a couple of fragrance by Caron on paper, and it seems to be best fragrance of them all, even more than Pour un Homme de Caron, which is the most famous one. Next fragrance on the list, it's Beau de Jour by Tom Ford. This is what I consider the most natural fragrance in the list. I know some people think it's like synthetic, but it really smells super natural. There's a lot of patchouli, really a lot of patchouli. It smells supernatural. In the opening, there's also a lot of lavender. I wanted a nice lavender fragrance. That's why I bought it. But in the end, it's a really great, amazing patchouli fragrance. Now, I would wear it in summer, maybe early summer. I would wear it from late summer to early summer, and not really in summer because it projects like crazy, but the smell is amazing. Pretty much wear it all year round. And it's the only fragrance in the whole bunch of fragrance that I would really wear all year round. Maybe the next one I'm going to show you, I could, but this is the best for all year round. And it's also in my favorite fragrance, in my top 5. Next one is Polo by Ralph Lauren. And Polo replaced recently Leather Copper by Lalique. The reason why I switched it is that I wanted the fragrance to be inside of my business fragrance rotation. And that's fragrance that I thought would be easier to replace. Really great scent. Oak moss, pine, tobacco. This is the version that was made in 2021, I think. Like the new formulation was made in 2019, so that's part of it. Heard it smell a lot like the original. There's a lot of oak moss, a lot of Piralone, which is the old school leather, like note. Really great. Definitely, if you don't like the new formulation, maybe that in the real new formulation would be good for you. And that comes also to me with the fact that I've changed fragrance on the list, and it might happen over time that I will change something else. Maybe one of the fragrance I'll find something better. In all of these, there's like few I really like it, so I doubt I would change it. But Giorgio Beverly Hills for Man and Vetiver Extreme, there are a chance that I find something better to replace them eventually. All the other one I doubt will happen, but it's possible. But you shouldn't be afraid to change like signature scent once in a while if there's like what you call your usual fragrance rotation. If you find something better, just change it. Doesn't matter. In the end, if you're happy, that's what really matters. Next fragrance in wintry business scent is Club de Nuit Intense, man, by Armaf. A really, really great scent. I know some people hate the lemon, but I really love the birch, the woodiness into it. It's really bright for a winter fragrance. Project like crazy. It gets compliment. And all those fragrance, those two are my most complimented. It's not the reason I would wear it, but if I ever want to have compliment, or not have compliment, but have something that people would enjoy around me, that would be one of the fragrance I would consider putting. Also in winter, I just think it's nice. It's really resinous in winter. Yeah, just great. Now, 2 other of the fragrance that will be in my top 5 for the last 2 fragrance. First one is Cuir Intense by Guerlain from Les Absolus d'Orient. It's great tobacco and leather fragrance. It's really amazing. If you like leather, it's something you need to try. It's really intense. As the name says, it smells really good. And it's not like those other leather fragrance that there's a bit of leather and a bunch of synthetic stuff. This one is like a blast of leather. It's really great. And even like when I open the cap, there's like a leather smell going out the spray that I've sprayed since a month, maybe. Really a great scent. Super intense project for a long time. So if I want something that lasts a whole day, that's one of the scents that I will consider, but definitely more in the colder month. Now my last fragrance, which is the one I think is the most intense of them all and that I would really wear in winter. I've tried to wear it in October and I had bad comment about it because it was too intense. And it's Bois Mystérieux by Guerlain, which again, and this one when I remove the cap, can smell it, even though, well, it's been a month that I've been wearing it. It's great scent. There's a lot of myrrh inside of it, and it's again, it's not like some synthetic stuff that has some myrrh in it. Just to say that there's some, it's like there's a lot of it. There's also a really unique note of laurel, which pretty much the only time I've ever have that strong note of laurel. Of course, there's a note of laurel in Invictus, but it's not natural. It's just like there's a little bit of laurel inside of it. This one feels like that's what you're smelling inside of it. Laurel essential oil and not just some aroma chemical that kind of reminds you of it. So that's about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'd like to know also which fragrance are in your business or formal rotation when you have like either special event or you're a businessman or working sales, whatever that you wear usually. Again, hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, well, like and share. Thanks for watching and see you soon.